Hello, this is Mrs. Taylor, and I'm going to go over some of the problems from your worksheet that I assigned you for homework. We'll start with number one. Number one says, find the common difference and then write the explicit formula for each arithmetic sequence. So we're looking for common difference and the explicit formula for the arithmetic sequence. So number one, the sequence is 35, 32, 29, and then 26. And the common difference is the difference between any two terms. It's the amount that the sequence is changing by as you add each time. And so the way you can find the common difference is you can take the second term, subtract it from the first term. And so d, which is the variable we use to represent common difference, equals -3. And that makes sense because the value of the numbers is decreasing, so it makes sense our common difference is negative. All right, the next thing they want is the explicit formula for the arithmetic sequence. And in class, I gave you the explicit formula, or the general form. It was a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 all times d. And so what you need in order to create the explicit formula for an arithmetic sequence, and the key word there is arithmetic, this is the general form for arithmetic sequences, what we want to do is we want to replace a sub 1 and d with actual values. Leave the n's in the formula, and then simplify. So a sub 1 represents your initial term, and in this sequence that would be 35. And d represents your common difference, which we just found, that's -3. So when I plug those two values into the general form, it would look like this. And the next thing I'd want to do is simplify, and the first step to that would be to distribute the -3. So that would be -3 times n, which is -3n. And then -3 times -1 would be +3. And then the last step would be to combine my constants, my like terms, the 35 and the 3. And I'm going to write -3n first, because in general we write the variable term first. And that would be my equation, my explicit formula for an arithmetic sequence. If I wanted to test it, I could test it on a couple of terms. So if I wanted the first term, n would equal 1. So this would become a sub 1 equals -3 times 1 plus 38. And -3 times 1 would be -3. -3 plus 38 is 35, which is the first term in my sequence. So my formula is the correct formula for this arithmetic sequence. And so that's how I would complete the first section on the worksheet.